Hello there, my liquid soulmates. This is Kelly from Liquid Soul, and I wanted to drop in with a little get up and move action today. So, the things I wanted to focus on today are when we are seated for a long period of time. So, particularly when we're driving or sitting at a desk or any kind of forward posture, which we all have, guys. What that can do is not only restrict our breath, but it can also kind of gummy up our tummies. And gummy tummies are never fun. And the other thing, what creates the gumminess in our tummy is a tight iliopsoas. So the iliopsoas muscle is like a deep abdominal muscle that plays in with our hips as well. So our hip flexors. So we're just going to go through a little flow to help to ungummy your tummy and to keep your hips fluid and mobile. So I would encourage you to jump up, or if you're already standing, I want to kick off my shoes here. We're going to stand in alignment like we always do, with our ankles under our knees and our knees under our hips and our hips under our shoulders. We want to tuck our chin down, our head back a little bit to kind of tilt our ears down above our shoulders. Rest our palms forward. That's anatomical position here. And here we just begin to relax. So make sure your knees are nice and soft. Even when you have straight legs, your knees should always be soft to promote active circulation, because your little leg muscles help to pump blood up to your heart. And you also just want to make sure you're not holding onto your breath. Check your shoulders. Are they wanting to hang out by your ears? Mine love that spot. And so now that we're settled in our position, also just tuck your pelvis slightly to neutralize where your pelvis is sitting. So it feels a little funny, but kind of adjust how your body feels in alignment. And then with our exhale, we're just going to start doing some simple twists. So you can relax your arms, and we're just going to twist side to side like we used to do as kids. Just kind of let our arms swing. Notice where your body might be feeling tense, or you can feel any of those sticky spots. I know for me personally, I can feel it in my spine a little bit where it needs to be loosened, and in my right shoulder as well as my right hip. So just taking inventory on where your body feels stuck. It's good to just have that awareness and knowledge. We're going to begin to bring that to a slow down. Start to slow it down. Good. We're going to come to a pause. Press our fingertips down towards the ground. As we inhale, we're going to press heavy air away. Inhaling, tipping nose up. Exhaling, pressing palms together and bring them back down. Bending at the knees a little bit. Releasing hands, dipping fingertips down, lifting back up as we anchor down through the ankles. Again, pressing heavy air, lifting nose up, exhaling, pulling hands down midline. Once again, bending at the knees, sticking the booty out when we bend the knees. We want to, like we're sitting in a chair, reach down towards the ground. Bring your arms up. You want to activate through the heels so that it gets your glutes. Lift arms up. This is our inhale. Exhale, press palms, pull them down midline. We're not going to bend down this time. We're going to drop our hands and prepare to go into a chair. So as we drop our hands, for a chair, you can have your feet either hip distance apart or a little bit closer. So the further away your feet are, the more stable the center of gravity is. So hip width is fine. You want to, once again, you want a neutral pelvis. So start by tucking your pelvis, and then from that neutral space, begin to push it out. So our ribs want to be connected to our hip bones, if you will. We want to make sure we don't want to expand our ribs, because then that exaggerates this low back. So tucking the pelvis, sucking the ribs down, begin to sit back in the chair, straight spine, Lifting arms forward. If this is too much, hips are fine. So we want to lift arms up, nice straight back. As we exhale, pulling hands down towards the heart center, and we're going to twist to one side, aiming the opposite elbow towards opposite knee. You can come down a little bit. Just make sure that your hips don't start to rotate. Keep those hips nice and squared. This is our exhale. On our inhale, we're coming back to the chair, and I'm going to turn towards you, and then we're going to go to the opposite side. So the other side, opposite elbow with opposite knee. This is our exhale. Again, as we inhale, we come up, still in the chair. Now we're going to bring arms down in front of us, reach towards me. Now towards your ankles, nice straight back. Inhale as we lift back up, nose coming towards the ceiling. Exhale, press palms, bring hands down, and then drop hands. Very good. So you can repeat that a few times, just that inhaling, and then that opposite elbow to opposite knee helps to get the gummy tummy taken care of. And now what we want to do is do some hip stuff. So we're going to come into a warrior two stance. So we want to separate. A way to get there is you can stand still and then jump, and the distance that it takes you should be about right. If not, adjust. You definitely don't have to jump. You can just step wide past hip width. We're going to angle one foot. We'll call this the left foot since I'm going to go opposite of you. We're going to angle left foot out towards the wall, bend into that left knee. We're going to rotate hips so that they're squared as much as possible. Again, this right knee is soft but straight. We're pressing through that razor edge of the foot there, making sure our hips and our ribs are facing forward. Our knees our left knee rather is pressing kind of back, but we want to make sure it's not extending over our toes. And always feel how your body's feeling. You know your body best. We're going to extend arms out. If this is too much, hips are fine. But extending arms out, we want to make sure our shoulders aren't coming up. They want to be kind of depressed down towards our hips and pulling towards opposite walls. Good. So I'll give you a little side angle here of how I am. Perfect. So we're just going to stay here in warrior two. Stay where you are, moving. And then as we straighten the left leg, we're going to inhale, arms up, and then exhale back down into that warrior two. One more time, inhale up, exhale down, warrior two. Good. Hands go to hips. We want to come back to facing forward. So I'm going to straighten left knee, point toes forward. We're going to take a nice big inhale here as we transition. So this could be a star pose. Then we're going to angle the right toes out to the side wall, bending into that right knee. Left knee is soft but straight, pressing into the razor edge, I can't say that, of the left foot now, extending arms out. Shoulder blades are depressed, extending out towards the side walls. Ribs, hips facing forward as much as possible. So there's even a twist sensation here. You should feel the lengthening of your iliopsoas and down through your hip flexors. Good. And now with our inhale, we're going to straighten this right knee. Inhale, arms up. Shoulder blades remain down though. Exhale, back to warrior two. We want to essentially look over the middle finger of our extended arm. Inhale last time. Exhale, settling back down into that warrior two. Making sure that our glutes are active, our thighs, our inner thighs are active. Good. We're going to inhale and straightening both legs, turning toes forward, exhaling, hands down to hips. We're going to hinge at the hips. So I'll go sideways here. This is a wide-legged forward fold. Hinging at the hips, you can even use your fingers to kind of adjust the hinge. Coming nice straight back all the way down, releasing head and hands to the ground. And you can put your opposite pinky in the opposite elbow crease and sway from side to side. Relax your neck, relax your face. And then slowly, slowly, slowly soften your knees, bend them slightly, and roll up one vertebra at a time, allowing your head to come on the last part. And now just take a moment here, pressing your hands into your heart space and giving yourself some gratitude for getting up and moving, for paying attention to your body, where it's talking to you, and to moving the circulation and aging backwards, I would say. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, whatever day you are watching this. And I hope this was helpful. Let me know. Until next time, namaste.